Is Ben Affleck having the cojones and the nerve to be dating somebody already?
Of course he does. He's already stolen from Jennifer. He's already deceived her.
He's already smiling, getting Grubhub and all this boto bata at his LA home, smiling like he's won the lottery. Yeah. Well, yes, he has won the lottery because there's no prenup. He caught this woman, and he has now with his Jennifer's arch nemesis Matt Damon has made 3 movies with his name on it. I hope each movie flops, not because I don't love J-Lo, but because but his name is on it.
It's not going to flop. That's why he went ahead and left her at 2 months after that documentary that he produced
and wrote
came out,
apparently
the greatest story ever told. Yeah, we see the scam, Ben. And now you're on to 36-year-old Kick Kennedy. I guess maybe he's trying to get into the political arena.
And it's like, money.
I'm trying to level up. Now that I have my money, I've gotten my nest egg from, wife number 2. Now I can go and get the youngin, get some more children with her, right? Marry her. I'll be in the Kennedy clan. See? So that's how he has it all nicely in his head. People who do wrong, disgusted. You never get away with it. You never do. It doesn't matter how long it takes. You never, ever get away with it.
I am so utterly disgusted and flabbergasted. By
I am just proud of J-Lo that she saw it for what it was and had the strength and the courage.
Yes.
To say, something? I thought this was the love of my life. He proved not to be. He proved to be my enemy. I was sleeping with the enemy. Let me gather myself, and it's over. That's why she canceled her tour, She hurried up back to see what's going on. Took her by surprise, totally by surprise. What's going on? What's happening? And then she saw the scam and gave him 3 months. Okay. You really do want to make this work? Let's work on it. She stepped aside for 3 months so she can watch him. But had in her mind, I'm going to do the FU on the anniversary. So not only do I know what this is, it's a scam, but the rest of the world will know it's a scam. That's why she did on that day.
It's so heartbreaking and so disappointing when you think that somebody's really there for you, but really in the back of their mind, they hate you.
Yes.
They're plotting on you.
He'd been plotting all this time.
Are
scary.
Trying to stand on your neck.
Yes.
To get themselves where they want to be. She's worth $400 million. This is a girl from the Bronx who came from nothing, who made her life, who has stayed consistent, has worked hard. No matter what the negativity is, she has continued to be true to herself, good, bad, and ugly, and all in between. And she went with this because she thought he was
This was
true.
it. He was true, and she finally found her love. And it came at a wonderful time because now, she's like, we're at the twilight of our years in terms of our, our work and stuff like this. Exactly. We're mature now. We're not easy to just be angry and like how he hurried up and moved out. Who does that?
Someone who's uncivilized.
And you're like damn near 50. Like isn't he like 48 or whatever? You're damn near 50 at your big age, Affleck. You just gonna move out like that. For what? So then she realized, oh wow, so immature. No, then she realized it was a scam.
My goodness, I'm so happy she has the courage because, a lot of people
it's hard.
Would be ashamed.
In your
After
50s,
4 or
oh my
5
God.
marriages, some people will be ashamed. Like, I'm not doing this. I'm going to stay no matter what. I'm going to go through hell and back, and I'm going to just stay here.
This
is how people get murdered
I am
when
too
you
afraid
stay
to get out there in the dating scene. I'd rather be by my dad.
I mean, honestly, there are so.
You know,
I know more single women who are happy being single than people who are married and are miserable as shit. I mean, honestly, like that is just the facts. Listen, if you're with the wrong man, he will put you in an early grave.
Oh yes.
He will make you have cancer, lupus, all these things.
All kinds of
You'll
things.
be dead, but that man will be happy with some woman who is half his age or even lower, and he'll be skipping his happy ass up and down the block like he didn't ruin your life and put you in an early grave. That is why we don't rush relationships.
Yes. After I have worked myself out to health, the last thing I want is some man in my midst is messing with my health. And you saw how J-Lo, like when she started with Ben Affleck, you saw how he was looking better and she was looking worse. All of a sudden, Jennifer, who has been looking young, starting to look old, starting to look aged. Like she aged these past 2 years, she just aged like that. You're gonna see the youth come back to her skin. She will be able to age gracefully and age well.
Yeah, continue. And my thing is, I feel like yes, she has these movies to do with him. That's fine. Keep your head up.
Yes.
Don't feel like you have to go be with somebody else to show him. Don't try to show this mother effort nothing.
Nothing.
Heal. Focus on you and continue on the journey that you were already on before this demon came to show his ASS.
Exactly.
Like,
and thank God it wasn't too long. It was about, what, 3 years?
I mean, that's good. For me, women, we have to normalize getting the F out early. Like, yes, we have some grandparents and sometimes we have some of our elders who have been in these toxic marriages for 60, 70 years, but the man has cheated, brought her STDs, and had babies outside the marriage. All this bullshit bata, Snoop Dogg I do love Snoop Dogg, but that woman has been through some cheating. But
even she said it.
So I mean, really, being married just to be married is stupid. You should get married so that you can have a beautiful life and you can show your kids what that is. Because sometimes you see these people who get married and their kids are all screwed up. You wonder, well, why are they screwed up? Even though mom and dad are in the house. Well, because mom and dad have been living a lie. Okay? And they see it every day. Why. And they're confused about what real love is.
Exactly. A lot of those children, they don't want to even get married because of that.
Get married to the right person. We should not be forcing or trying to make people go and have kids.
Rushing to get married for
what?
To
have kids. Oh my God!
Rushing to have kids for what? Women are having kids in their 50s.
Hello. So
I mean, yes, it's not a norm, but you keep yourself up, like how J-Lo has been keeping herself up.
When you have faith in God, you don't listen to what man says. You don't listen to man saying that, oh, you have to be married by 30, you have to be financially stable by 24, you gotta have a marriage by then, you have to have a man by this, or you're unhappy. Man will always lead you astray, but God does not. He's not like us, and he doesn't think like us. And we have to realize that and not be trying to listen to man, because man will always lead us astray. Man will always disappoint us. But even though we have to be patient with God, and he's also patient with us, we have to go with what he says and continue to trust that he wants what we want. And God doesn't just give us what we need, but he actually gives us what we want as well.
Exactly.
As long as it doesn't harm us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
and I am sure, J-Lo, if you sit back and you really look at this whole thing with you and Ben, I'm sure you'll begin to see, the pebbles, the things that you probably felt in your tummy, that some of your friends were like, oh no, this is so awesome, he came back, oh wow, oh my goodness, there's a whole book, what? He's been loving you all this time. I hope he burned that book, honey, because it was all a lie. What am I holding on to that for? The man came to be my enemy. Don't burn any of those things. Guess what? When you're like 90, 100 years old, you get to look back at all of those things and say, oh wow, yes, I remember that bozo. He was crazy as hell. Look at that bookie, baby. You could tell your grandchild, go get that book that fool brought me. Yeah, his name was Ben Affleck. And then you could tell them, when we broke up over 20-something, you can be like that voice for your grandbabies, your great-grandbabies. And hopefully when you're sitting and you show it to them, and you'll be able to laugh about it. You and the love of your life will be looking at you, be laughing about it. Look at that guy who went to kind of scam me into money. And then you'll be able to tell that story to them and say, oh, where is he now? And then you'll be able to tell that story. So yeah, don't get rid of stuff. I still have all my wedding photos and all that stuff. You know, the stuff that I wish I hadn't torn up were all the letters that he wrote. See, all the letters where he was telling about himself and when he was apologizing for all kinds of shit. I should have kept them letters. See, you gotta keep that stuff because that's what helps you to tell your story. I should have kept that.
Yeah, but we wish you well, J
So
Lo.
wish you well,
And
J Lo.
then
You'll be fine.
We wish you the day your righty ASS deserve.
No, I'm wishing you the hell that you put her through. That's what I'm wishing for you.
May come back to you tenfold.
They come back to you. And whoever you're looking for, let them do to you what you did to J-Lo.
Amen.
So you can see how that feels, how that marinates with you.
Woo! That's what we want to. That's what we wish you. Bye, y'all.